Hey everyone, Trevor Metcalf here from Resco, and I am at NAEC with our friends at FIELDBOSS, and I'm sitting down with Travis Carlisle from Murphy Elevator. Thanks for sitting, Travis.
Yep, no problem.
So, we just wanted to talk a little bit about your experience with FIELDBOSS and Resco, and I'd love to start, what was your experience before FIELDBOSS, and what brought you to looking for them as a solution?
Sure. Well, before FIELDBOSS, we kind of had a homemade solution we had a third-party app that we had to design all the back end on.
Yep.
And it worked, but it was a little bit cumbersome. Anytime there was a software update or something on the phone, it would break it temporarily. We would have to fix it.
Love it.
And it was exciting. It was exciting times.
Yeah.
And it only worked on Android, so that was a challenge as well. It was very little flexibility on the platform or phone you could use, and it was basically run by one developer that we hired. So some concerns there too.
Bit of
because.
A haul.
Yeah, so it was a homemade solution that it did its job, but it was a little harrowing at times. Mm-hmm. And so then when we switched, it definitely was. It was a more kind of a relief, I would say, that we obviously had much better support, and we didn't have to worry about so much about what phones we were using or what platform we were on, and also we weren't depending on the sync function is much better.
Yeah.
The old way, there was almost like a relay or something that there was a delay between you and you made the ticket, and then it would the service would run every minute or something, and it would push it out. And we had issues with that not working sometimes, and the Resco app more or less syncs instantaneously. And it gives you it's a real version of the database, I think, right? Okay.
That's what I'm told.
That's
as
what
well.
I'm told
Yeah.
as well. So it seems to work that way because we don't have issues with syncing or duplicates coming through or weird issues. You're actually getting a real copy of the database on the phone.
Yeah.
So it works more reliably.
Yeah. And how else are your your guys in the field? How are they using the FIELDBOSS and Resco?
Well, primarily they're using it for filling out what they do on each job, and then their time cards get created from there. That's primarily what they do. But there's also field requests about various things like parts requisitions and different things like we track elevators that are left down unplanned. That's a special field request that gets created so that we don't lose track of the highest priority, which is making sure we don't leave elevators down.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I would say preventative maintenance downtime is a huge part of elevator industry for sure.
Yeah, so preventative maintenance, of course, is a big piece of that. So it tracks the maintenance visits and also the service calls.
Mm-hmm, got it. Now, how do the people in the field enjoy using the app? Do you get good feedback, or
it's really good feedback. I mean, you're. It's a demographic that doesn't always love technology.
Yep, we know that well.
But generally, I'd say the feedback is positive. Anything that's negative is more just limitations of the mobile device and the size of the screen, which has nothing to do with anything.
Big finger, small buttons sometimes.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
But even that, the voice to text and all that works. But no, I mean it's generally once they get used to it, they don't seem to have issues with it. So.
Got it. No, that's great to hear.
Yeah.
Now, so if someone were to look for a similar solution like FIELDBOSS, why would you recommend FIELDBOSS and Resco to someone in a similar organization?
I think the scalability and reliability of it would be my two number ones. I mean, you have the backing of Microsoft, which has been mostly positive, but they're not going anywhere, and you're going to have the support. And also just the ability to have your company be as big as you need it to be. We've expanded a lot since that was a big problem with our old platform. It was clear that we were kind of maxing out on our on the number of users we had on the system, and now I feel like we could more or less grow as much as we needed to. We're about almost double the size since we started.
Wow.
And it hasn't been any issue adding more, which we kind of saw coming a little bit. I'll pat myself on the back a little. So I wanted a platform that could grow with us. So that was, I would say that if you have a company that's growing, that you can you have a platform that works.
That works with you. Yeah, I mean, it's great to hear that, because you're quite frankly not the first person to say that just about the scalability, and we see a lot of even smaller customers who they start and they have it grow with them, and then even just their functionality, their use cases, it kind of just continues to spread and grow over time.
Yeah, it's easy to scale. So that's a great part about it.
I love it. All right, last question, Travis. We'll let you go. What if you could describe the experience with FIELDBOSS and Resco in one word? What would that word be?
Seamless.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, Travis Carlisle from Murphy Elevator, everyone. Travis,
Okay.
thanks for being here. Appreciate you.
Thanks.